How did Malcolm X got his name X? He did not begin as Malcolm X. He began as Malcolm Little. Yes, westernized name, and that was the name he carried as a young man. Now his dad got murdered by the claim of his mother, and all evidence seemed to point to that direction. But because of the situation, she was denied insurance. That was something that affected her mind, and it affected the life of Malcolm X's family. This affected Malcolm so much. He went away. So the next name he earned was Red, the Detroit Red. Now Red was a name he earned out of his criminal activities. He became a criminal, racketeering, drugs, theft, and all of that. He became so much a criminal that he was known, and those who called him Red were people who knew him in the ghettos. When he went to the prisons, then his name changed again to now being called a Satan. Why is that? Because in the prisons, he was more than an atheist. Beyond that, he disliked religion. People had this stigma attached to the way they see him, so they called him Satan, and then he now became a Muslim. Now that Islam was Elijah Muhammad's version of Islam, where Elijah Muhammad was the prophet ultimately, but then he had to change his name once again. Malcolm Little wasn't your name. Your real name is unknown. It's taken away from you as you were getting away from Africa. So we would have to replace that Little with X. So you would have to be assigned the name X because your real name is yet to be uncovered. And when that name comes, then we would take away X and then you would replace it with your name.